All right. Let me give me a three, two, one.
I mean, recording's already started. I'll just cut this out.
All right. Three, two, one. Welcome, Gooners. You are watching. All right. Welcome, Gooners. You are listening to the Breach and Blow Show podcast, where we talk about guns, gear, and the grimy shit your mom told you to stay away from. From the fire barrel behind the Hollywood shootout to the fuckfaces who made the Ruby Ridge famous. It's questionable browser history and the shit you'd pack in your bug out bag. We cover it all, no filters, no safe words. Just two retards talking about shit like this. I'm Doug, other guy over there is Slug.
Howdy.
So just fucking sit back, relax as we talk about today's topic. Guns, gear, and porn. What would you take in your bug out bag versus your porn stash? So, main segment, bug out bag versus your fucking the shit that you have that you would fucking yank off to, and
Yeah.
just something we got to mention here that we are not fucking we are not single. Most definitely have very beautiful significant others. Fucking Slug is married. I'm dating someone. We're gonna get married soon. But yeah,
Yeah. What he doesn't mention is that I'm actually married to Doug. So
that's yeah. Well, you're not supposed to fucking say that. How am I supposed to reveal the fucking
it's
child now? Damn.
a strange little baby.
Very much is. But anyway, so when shit hits the fan, you gotta ask yourself, right? What are the essentials? Obviously, it's gonna be like a gun, some food, some extra gear, some extra fucking clothes, some socks, a fucking map routed out where you're fucking going. But something you gotta take into mind though, what are you taking with you to fucking pleasure yourself? Because that's not fucking leaving.
Hmm. How about
So
you go? How about you go first?
well, for me personally, this is assumed by the way we're like single in this fucking like we're in college and we're single and all that. So yeah. Um, Something we gotta actually like hit down on is what's happened to the world. What's the shift situation here?
Uh,
Because
how about like an never-ending civil war type of thing? Urban.
everything's civil war. Okay, so urban type shit. We would still assume then that there's still like electricity and all that. There's no like fucking uh,
Uh,
Chinese
uh,
people falling out of the sky.
let's assume, right, like major cities where we're probably going to be in quote unquote college in, right?
Hmm.
Major cities, all the power is always down because riots, shit, what's happening?
Okay, okay.
That's the
Well,
setting.
state the obvious, of course. I'm packing like this is gonna be a big fucking bag full of mainly like obviously clothes, some food, some maps, a lot of ammo. I'm gonna be carrying my rifle across my chest, probably a plate carrier on my shit. Um, but so that's the obvious. Plate carrier, some flashlights, all the essentials, Fucking some tools to go, fucking Gerber, that type of shit. Fucking hammock, goddamn sleeping bag and all that. As for the fucking good stuff, it's kind of difficult because I don't want to just have like a laptop that's just full of the shit. Because I don't want to be like taking care of a laptop or even a USB drive. Because like Lord knows where I'm gonna next like see a goddamn like computer. I'm still gonna have it, of course, like just a fucking USB drive with like 100 GB of 100 gigs of fucking of the good stuff. But I gotta bring some other shit too, like a fucking nudie mag, some some fucking images of my favorite cosplayer and all that. For example, fucking an actual like hentai manga. Very rare to come across these days. Dudes who actually collect that shit because it's everything's online now. But I would probably have one of those, most definitely.
Yeah,
What I
bro.
would not have, what I would not have is probably like a pocket pussy.
Dang,
You got to
that's
use
what
your own.
I was gonna say. Something a little bit more raunchy than that. Like
Like
already
a
used, found in a dumpster somewhere, kind of thing.
oh yeah, yeah, of course. That's the thing, right? Though that's the fucking thing. I wouldn't I wouldn't have that with me because it's kind of unhygienic. I wouldn't be able to wash that all that. It's better off as like a fucking suppressor, to be honest. Rather than yeah, yeah, it's fucking
You think it? You think that should be our next topic. What a our next
what works as
thing.
a suppressor.
Will a pocket pussy work as a suppressor?
I
Part
bet it wouldn't even like it'll suppress the sound like it'll make this sound. It'll make that sound when you fucking fire it. That's what I bet.
and make a queef.
Yeah, yeah. It's one of those single use ones like the bottles. But yeah, I wouldn't bring a pocket pussy around. I'm not that cast. I'm not about to like use a very filthy thing on my porker.
My pork.
Um
Uh,
yeah, on my porker.
so for the bug out bag thing, I should have asked this earlier, but like,
Mhm.
is this stuff we've already planned out was gonna happen? That we go buy all this gear beforehand and then
Yeah,
do it, or was it just kind of on the go and you're like,
yeah, it's not a bug out bag unless it's like pretty much prepared prior
gotcha,
to the situation.
like a doomsday prepper?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, well, I'm just like literally writing down a list of what I would bring.
Sounds like
Obviously,
getting prepared.
obviously food. Probably like I don't know those like cans of Whisker cat food, the wet ones.
God damn, you'd bring cat food. You don't have any respect for it. You can't buy like the fucking freeze dried shit they sell at Walmart. Holy fuck.
No, I'm just gonna cause it doesn't stink it. I mean like the freeze dried stuff. You're gonna have to cook it, right? Are you talking about like the bags of food, or what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
the fucking what's it called again? The fucking damn, I gotta look that up now. The shit they sell at Shields. The mountain something something.
Yeah, like the kind of like an MRE.
Yeah. So
See
Mountain
that
House. There you go.
that's the problem with that though. Is you gotta cook it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta cook it, and you know what cooking something brings in? Attention.
What's some fucking smoke?
People will smell it. People will probably see it. So that's the problem. So like canned foods has got to be the way to go. I was just
Why
saying
would you
cat.
torture yourself with some fucking cat food though? That's the thing.
I don't know. I just did it for comedic effect.
Okay, I see how it is.
I bring a
Okay,
lighter, water, plate carrier, obviously, fucking all that stuff.
obviously.
Did you already name your weapons, or we're gonna do that later?
We'll name our weapons later.
All right. So obviously, food, lighter, water, plate carrier, underwear, and socks. Underwear
Mm-hmm.
and socks, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to figure out. You already have a multi tool, so I might as well put a multi tool on there as well. Plate carrier, underwear, socks, multi tool. Uh, damn, kind of hard.
We probably part of that fucking bug out bag. Actually, I'd probably bring some lube,
Lube.
some hyd- yeah, some lube, some what you used to jerk up. You know. I've experienced spitting in my hand to yank myself. It's not a pleasant experience.
Well, if
It's
you,
really not.
well, you would know, you'd be a real man if you dry rubbed it.
That's honestly, you're right. You're right. With my calloused ass fucking hands,
And
yeah, yeah.
makes you
I'd dry
feel
rub my
better.
shit
All
to
right,
that.
yeah, do it, do it.
Fucking sandpaper in my knob right here, polishing the knob,
I was polishing my knob.
sanding it down. Yeah, there you go, sanding down my knob. There you go.
Sanding down my porker, part one. All right. I pack a small tent, like a life fighter or something. Just like
Hmm.
no, like
Privacy sake.
maybe like a tarp, actually a tarp,
Hmm.
so I can roll it up, put it on top of the bag, and then just like have it
Uh-huh.
there instead of it being inside.
Okay.
Uh, honestly, for like just necessity stuff, that sounds like maybe a flint steel along with the lighter, just in case the lighter gets broken or goes out.
Okay. Okay.
Because we will need in a city setting, for example, would be we need heat and shelter. And if we can't get
Yeah.
into a building, we could use the tarp that I brought to hide our fires that we make from like
Okay.
windows and all that. All right, now for the spicy stuff, right?
Yeah, for the good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, the good stuff. Probably like a 60s volume, a couple 60s volumes of Playboy mags.
How
Uh,
many you plan on bringing?
I don't know, probably like 2 volumes. I would say
Okay, okay.
2 volumes. You're like, oh yeah, hentai, blah blah blah. Nah,
Yeah, yeah. There's like some storyline to that shit. That's part of the charm.
part of the charm.
Yeah, part of the charm.
Right. Other than that, I wouldn't really know what else to bring. Uh, Obviously can't bring a flashlight. That wouldn't work.
Not ideal. Not
No, the
100% ideal.
diseased.
Yeah.
Uh, Fuck it. Probably just print off some pictures I found online and then bring that
You
with
can't
me.
see. That's the thing though. This brings it to like somewhat of the next segment is that you have to apocalypse proof these things, right? So like this is why I didn't want to bring the laptop because the laptop, if I'm gonna stick it
Mm.
in my bag, I'm gonna be going through some heavy shit. Probably like using the backpack as like some sort of like a concealment fucking thing. I don't want to be dropping that shit because it's gonna break and all my fucking pasta's in that fucking bowl, dog. It's gonna be gone.
Yeah, that's fair
So,
enough.
and that's the same goes with like the books and the pictures. Is that shit gets wet, you're kind of fucked. You're most definitely fucking fucked, especially if it's made out of that cheap fucking ink shit that
Well,
leaks if it's wet just a little bit.
that's why you get Ziploc baggies to do that. A gallon
See, I don't think
Ziploc
that's
bag.
enough.
I think it is
What
waterproof.
what I would do, I want to be like one of those like old school fucking dudes from like World War II who had like pictures of pinup girls in their
Helmets,
helmets.
yeah.
But I'm gonna be smart, but I'm gonna laminate that shit and put it
Laminate.
in like yeah, I'm gonna laminate that shit. And I haven't really gone to this yet, but bringing an AK to the shit, of course, very low maintenance, very durable to neglect. And I don't know if you've heard of it, but Commando Store has these things. They're called Kyber Pass tape, I think.
Kyber
Let me look
pass
that up.
tape.
Yeah, it's called Kyber Pass AK tape. You can look that up right now. Or hold on, let me put it in the fucking Discord actually. So what it pretty much is, god damn it, there. Send it in general. What it pretty much is that it's kind of like this tape that's meant to like somewhat fix the splintering that usually happens in AK in wooden AK stocks. But soldiers seen better use for it in basically like taping the pictures of their loved ones into the stocks or the mags, which is honestly kind of baller. I'm not gonna lie. That's what I kind of want to do. I just want to have like a fucking picture, like some sort of Polaroid, goddamn Sabrina Carpenter. If I can put it on my AK stock with some, yeah, with some clear Kyber pass tape. Granted, I would not suggest grabbing the any other of the colors. Maybe the green, but everything else I wouldn't really suggest those green because it's gonna like make your rifle look like a fucking pride flag.
All right, so that's your loadout.
Yeah, actually not yet. Fuck. We'll probably bring like a fuck, not a Glock. Yeah, I'd bring a Glock. So a Glock chambered in 10 mil. Like both of these weapons, by the way, are gonna have like their own lights on them. For the AK, I'm probably gonna have to like tape something onto that bitch with the same Kyber tape, most likely.
Dude,
For the
gorilla as
Glock, though,
fuck.
yeah,
Gorilla.
gorilla as fuck, my guy. No maintenance here, just fucking gunning.
You don't
Probably
need
gonna
a
put some
dust
fucking
cover.
African upgrades on that bitch too. Oh no,
Fuck.
I'd have a
a, a,
dust cover until I.
a toilet paper roll cardboard thing as a sight.
Yeah, a fucking like a goddamn a
With like
fucking human jawbone as a bayonet. Fuck yeah.
with the cardboard sight has like toothpicks running through it, so it makes a little crosshair on the board.
Yeah.
It's
Fuck yeah.
not even zeroed right. It's just fucking.
It's not even just point shoot. Just yeah, that Glock would definitely have a fucking light on it though.
Oh,
Um
I could one you up with a Glock thing.
Okay, of course. I know you're gonna say sick, but let me
No,
finish.
no, 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 no.
Um.
It was Glock. It was Glock. But I'll let you
Okay.
finish.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Um. Melee wise, I don't want to like go too far into like the I don't want to go too far into like it's like having knives and all that. Like I get the purpose of knives. I probably have one on this kit, but I wouldn't have as like an easy to like grab type shit. And if I was to use a knife for this shit, it would be on my AK. It would be a it'd be a bayonet, one of those Romanian like fucking weird ass bayonets that you have to like mount upside down. It's the ones in fucking Armor Forger, but um for like something that I would keep on hand though, is this going into like the same like principle that US Army soldiers are apparently supposed to use their eat tools as like some sort of like fucking backup weapon. I don't know how true that is, but I'm gonna kind of gonna stick to that. I'm gonna get something called a CRKT Matic Tomahawk. It's like a tiny fucking pickaxe basically.
Hmm.
Probably gonna keep that like somewhere on my hip maybe. Get that fucking mountaineering goddamn look going on. But yeah, I'm gonna need that mainly to break up rubble to like hide behind, making little like bases and all that. Because I don't think I want to be hiding up in like fucking buildings when like an Abrams is just gonna fucking pull up, thinks that there's someone there's op four in that shit, blow that bitch up. I'd want to be on the ground, probably like somewhat underground. So like I'd have to like dig a little foxhole, conceal and cover that bitch. Maybe I'll even dig the foxhole like under a fucking car or some shit. I don't know.
Hmm.
But weapon wise, yeah, that's pretty much my loadout right there.
All right. Okay. So what I would do. Right. Let's start with the sidearm first because this one is gonna be both my mid to short range. So just a little bit there. Right. It's gonna be a Glock, but it's gonna have a conversion kit for a PDW. Right.
Oh, okay, okay.
So that would be like my little short barrel rifle kind of thing. But
Yeah.
for my primary, it would probably be like a shot off, not like a not like a double barrel shot off, but like a standard. I don't know, like 5.2 magazine shotgun,
Hmm.
short barreled for closer purposes.
Okay.
And if they get really close, my melee weapon would probably be like a World War I trench weapon, like a trench bludgeon,
Uh, okay.
a trench raider club. There you go.
That's funny because like you don't really there's no really like fucking patent like design for that. You can pretty much just grab whatever like piece of wood that you can find, put a nail through it. That's technically a trench bludgeon.
Yeah, you could use your mother spatula too. I don't know.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much just a stick, maybe a plywood. I don't know. If I'm really
Hmm.
desperate, beat the fuck out of someone with it. I don't know.
Hmm.
But yes, that Glock though would be my pride and
Okay.
joy. It's gonna be
Okay. Okay.
probably just 9 mil.
All right. All right. Sick. Sick. Sick.
Yeah, I mean pretty
Dude, that's it.
simple. Yeah, that's it.
That is actually pretty simple. Like compared to my, you are leaning like very much into the close quarters territory. The reminder though is that despite this is takes place in like an urban setting, there are still gonna be like avenues of approaches that are like, oh shit, that's pretty fucking far. And what did you say you have? Like a short barreled like mag fed shotgun and
Not
your
not
PDW?
not MagFed, just a regular tube.
Yeah, you would probably be sticking like very wet. You'd be a rat in this. You wouldn't see the sun in a while. That's how much be relying on the close quarters approach. You'd be very effective at it. There's no doubt about that. But
That's why I have the PDW, mid to short range, and that's why you have the AK.
Mhm. Oh, we're together. Oh, okay, we're together in this. All right,
Oh,
all right.
we are.
So that's what I was assuming. That's why you. Yeah. Never mind. I'm fucking.
We didn't clarify whether or not we were together or not. So
Nah, we're alone in this. We're alone in this.
alone.
Not you. We're alone. We're alone.
Yeah, you
We
know
do
what?
not want to be laying next to each other when we're fucking yanking it off to my laminated fucking.
It's just gonna
Killing
be
the pinups.
your crunchy pinup picture.
Yeah.
So the reason why I do close quarters is mostly because, I could go between buildings, I could go through buildings, and it'll just make it a lot easier or a
Hmm.
better approach on getting someone.
Yeah.
Possibly have a suppressor attachment on that PDW as well, just because it probably wouldn't be as loud since it's a 9 mil.
Okay.
And then whether or not the PDW part breaks, I could always use the Glock itself.
All right. All right.
Uh, then obviously
Some.
the trench weapon is like,
Uh-huh.
for example, you're in a grocery store. There's aisles, right? That's a
Yeah.
trench. trying to
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone's trying to take food. You're just gonna beat the fuck out of them with the
Just fucking
club.
appear out of nowhere and just fucking beat the shit. Yeah. I get it. I feel it. But something about the AK actually that I wanted to hammer down on. There's this fucking YouTube guys on well, yeah, there's these dudes on YouTube. What's their name again? They're some fucking like I'm pretty sure they're Finnish. Uh yeah, they're called Falcon Claw, and I saw like they sell like they sell NVGs and thermals, and they were studying like fucking how visible muzzle flash is with like the thermals and the night vision. And fun fact, actually, like under thermals, you are like very easy to like be seen uh with a suppressor. Like if you shoot at some in a direction of someone with a suppressor, it's a much bigger flash compared to like just a standard flash hider.
Yeah,
And apparently that's because uh this is apparently how it works. A flash hider would be if you opened your mouth wide and tried blowing into your hand. A suppressor would be trying to blow into your hand with like half closed lips pretty much. The pressure is more focused, so that's why it's more visible.
yeah,
But they showed this thing, I think it's called like Dragon's Breath or something. Like, it's probably called Dragon's Breath, but I don't think it's the same Dragon's Breath as the John Wick movies. Because what this is you fucking fire it, and instead of like just showing you like a fat ass dot in a certain direction, it fucking flashes you like someone just shined a flashlight into your thermal. That's pretty much what it was. I'd probably use those rounds during these, and I'd want it to be loud as fuck too. I'd need some pretty good ear pro for this. I want someone to be fucking terrified when I start shooting at them.
yes, but it's better when I
Getting
sneak up on them in the middle of the night.
fucking getting back to the situation though, to the subject of your porn stash. So fuck. I may have lost our, I may have lost us. Yeah, how would you replenish this porn stash? Because this is Gooner, it eventually kind of gets old with time, with like what you're fucking yanking off to. Like you can just stare. You can eventually fucking Liana Loving's like goddamn voice will get old eventually.
Yeah,
Seeing her fuck will like get old eventually, and you in the real world you fucking you just fucking never open that bookmark again unless you feel like opening up old reliable once more. Or if it was in your fucking secure folder, you delete it and yeah, or just download something new and just forget about that.
right.
Clearly, in this like scenario, that's not always going to be the case. So you'd have to replenish your fucking possible. You have to find some new pasta to fucking put in that bowl. So how would you do that? Because like I'm not gonna lie to you, I think the fucking like sex stores, like the nudie stores would just be as depleted as like a goddamn like gun store. Like telling you that right now. I'm pretty sure it would be equally as depleted as a gun store.
Right. Huh.
So how would you replenish that?
I'd probably just go to like some like local like maybe a gas station or a grocery store. Find like magazines, like sports
That's
mags,
the thing
sport.
though.
No, sports magazines, right? Or
Okay.
go to like, for example, some dude at an auto body shop or an auto shop, right? They'll probably
Um,
have something there, like
yeah, they have a calendar, sure.
calendars, posters, maybe
See,
something to get the
with
edge
the
on.
level you, the level you and me, okay, maybe that this sounds so wrong, but like, would you really get off like just some woman standing in a bikini in like a fucking beach, like a
Yeah,
calendar?
if my shit was run out, then yeah.
I don't think that would work for me. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, Grant, I'm pretty. Fuck, I haven't drawn in a long time. I can say that I'm pretty fucking decent at like, or still somewhat decent at fucking drawing some titties. Maybe I can get something going on there, but
You know
fuck,
what?
not
Do it. You
always.
know what? Since we're both separated in this thing, how about you draw some of them and like leave them around the city? So if I find them, I'm like, oh sweet.
Oh, sweet.
They're like little
Fucking
collectibles in a
goon
video
wash.
game, you know?
Yeah. Little goon graffiti right there, yeah. It's
Shit.
gonna be like that little. It's gonna be like these spots are gonna be like in fucking Porter Johns too, and everyone's gonna learn. All right, I know we're all out war here, but like Porter Johns, goon Porter Johns especially, we don't fuck with those. All right, we let the dude who sucks out the shit come here every time he needs to. Whoever goes in there is fucking safe, no doubt about it. If somebody goes in there, everybody stops fucking shooting, let the guy fucking load up, get his shit out, and then we can continue again. I think that's a very like good thing to live up to when you're like in a fucking civil war type scenario. Fuck.
Just call a ceasefire real quick. Just be like, I
Yeah.
have to shit real quick, guys.
Yeah.
Come
We
on.
got we it's
Come
either
on,
shit or goon.
let's
All
all
right.
have a potty break and then we could
Yeah.
continue this fun fighting afterwards.
Yeah. It's gonna be like those fucking times back when we had to like line up as like a fucking formation before shooting at people. That's what it's gonna be like. Civilized as fuck. Um fuck. So how would I replenish that? Shit, that's gonna be a problem. See, this is where the laptop though would have been like very helpful.
Yes, but would
Was
you have
because
Wi-Fi
like
though?
yeah, that's also a thing. Shit. No, no, no. I wouldn't need Wi-Fi because like I'd still have that thumb drive with like 100 gigs of just straight fucking pasta, dog. I was like just
Yes,
straight porn.
but
So I'd be able to like
I'll
plug it
bring
in.
up another point for you.
Go ahead.
Where are you gonna charge it?
Ah,
Power's
shit.
out in the city. You can't charge it.
And and as much as like I haven't really like had a goddamn power bank that runs solar work well before. They always just kind of fuck up on me. I'm not gonna lie. Like my experience using them, going to like fucking going on these hikes and all that, I leave them out for like hours on end till like the sun is basically down, and it just charges my phone to like 30%.
Yeah,
I
imagine
haven't
what it.
I haven't found one that's decent yet that'll
im-
charge an entire like phone 100.
Yeah, imagine what that would do if you had a laptop and that same power bank. It wouldn't charge it for
Yeah,
shit because it's got a bigger battery.
you gotta get a very fucking fast goon going. But yeah, shit. Fuck, I'm kind of like stumped on this to be honest. Fuck, maybe can bring like multiple fucking things of manga to like the fucking apocalypse, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, I'm kind of
I'd probably bring books just for like kindling if I couldn't find it all because obviously you're gonna be in a city, not much wildlife, or actually there might be some wildlife, but there might not be enough like shrubs or
mhm.
trees for kindling. So just bring books and then use like pages to make a fire.
Shit. I wouldn't. Yeah, I unfortunately would not burn. I would never burn my gooning goddamn book, of course. But I can see
That's
that.
why you bring separate
I probably
ones.
I'd bring like a goddamn like space blanket to be honest. One of those like fucking tinfoil ass looking blankets that they give to like the dudes at the fucking detention centers. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd bring one of those. But yeah, um,
probably search like apartments and like all that and see if you can find anything that is worth burning or worth keeping.
yeah,
That'd be another thing of survival. Uh,
yeah.
Well, yeah,
I'd
we
probably
we
draw
need
some like
we need to talk about
what?
our outfits for like what we're gonna wear to blend in to said urban
Okay.
environment.
Real quick though, just for the fuck of it, what I would do, what I would do to like replenish my fucking possible. It's a technique. It's not a technique. It's a fucking thing that artists do from time to time. When they fuck up with something in pen, they put like a sticky note over it and just draw over the sticky note. I would grab like a bunch of like celebrity images and then just fucking a bunch of sticky notes, just paste it all over the fucking image and then just draw from that. Hopefully I don't fuck this up, but yeah. But yeah, outfit wise, go ahead. You go first.
So since we're talking about a cityscape kind of thing, it's gotta be like more like neutral colors, like darker stuff that blends in with the concrete,
We
concrete
can't
jungle
just
type shit.
yeah, we can't just but we can't just assume that the fucking city is just straight up like dark. There's gonna be certain parts where it's like colorful as fuck. Hell, you could be like in goddamn Rhode Island where it's pretty as fuck, all these colors and all these nice ass colors and all that shit. Or it could be like in fucking I don't know. I haven't really fucking been to a city that's straight up gray, but like just a straight up gray brutal as shit. So it really depends. Maybe the fucking like city's leveled, so it's understandable, pretty much just gray rubble and all that. But we got to take into account that maybe a good amount of this city is colorful as fuck. So we can't just say neutral colors
Well, I mean,
because there's no neutral color.
think about it. It's like a apocalyptic kind of thing, right? Power's out. There's no life at all. There might be like some things growing in the city, like overgrowing, like vines,
Hmm.
right? So maybe like dark green with like gray patched into it
Okay.
somehow. Probably not too dark of a green, just like light enough where it looks like a gray green kind of thing.
Yeah. So we're saying that this like area looks almost like a it looks like The Last of Us. Is that what you're trying to imply here?
Kind of, but not
Okay.
like too overgrown like it.
Okay. Yeah, it's noticeable more. There's like an alarming amount of green going
Yeah,
on over here.
yeah, just like some greens and grays put into
Okay.
one outfit because you need different colors to break up your silhouette, right? So that's what I would do. But I'd have a change of separate clothes in my bag, of like darker
Okay.
colors. So like when it gets to nighttime, I'll switch out, go on about my day.
Okay.
It's not too dark because then obviously you probably see that.
Yeah, you'd be like a little blot in the fucking shadow.
Yeah, and then especially if the moon is out, you're gonna have to have
Hmm.
like some sort of thing that would block that, not block the luminescence, but like blend in,
Okay.
like a dark gray kind of thing, not like black.
Okay. Um. Shit. What would I go with? I'm definitely not gonna grab any. I'm not gonna be like changing in and out of like any uniform at all. To be honest, I would probably like stick to what I'm wearing like right off the rip. So it would be have to be pretty good. But here's the problem though. I don't really when it comes to clothing, I don't really give that much of a fuck tactically with what I have. A lot of like dudes would like buy like all this cry level type shit,
Well, yeah,
but
we're talking about wearing
it's
civilian clothes.
oh you're going to see it. Nah, I would still be wearing camo. I would be wearing like surplus to be honest. So I wear surplus with my civilian clothes. I know I'm lame, but still. Fuck. Because I don't buy like any high end stuff. I just buy like Milsurp. What Milsurp do I have actually? Because the most I want to do adding on to like my clothes is like add like a hat maybe because it got sunny as fuck, or add a wet weather poncho because it got rainy, or add like a fucking fleece jacket because it got cold. Other than that, I'm like not changing out of what I'm wearing. So bottoms wise. Just give me a second. Bottoms wise, like since there's like a good amount of like fucking a good amount of like foliage growing out of the ground because like what you said, right? It's somewhat overgrowing, but it's not completely there.
Yeah, maybe
I would probably go.
let's assume we're like maybe like 2 years into this whole thing, right?
Okay, so well, we're saying like almost knee high type grass. Is that what we're trying to do here, or
Yeah, let's say that. Just nothing
okay,
like too tall because it hasn't been
okay,
long enough for that to happen.
okay. Um, let's see. Oh, actually, I don't have this, and I wouldn't wear this out at all unless I'm going to the range. But some fucking some fucking British DPM, like woodland type DPM,
Yeah,
works pretty well.
their
Yeah,
version
works
of
pretty well.
BDU.
Yeah. Or well, yeah, DPM though, not BD, but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's
Um,
like B BDU.
yeah. It's like the jungle shit, but
Yeah,
it's almost looked like a brush stroke almost. But yeah, that's probably what I would be wearing as like for like bottoms. I would probably have like just one singular like knee pad to be honest, just on my right knee. It's a you'd see a lot in video games, but like I tried it out once. It's actually pretty fucking great. Um, shoes wise, well, it's fucking tall ass grass, so I may as well go with the fucking tall boots, probably like some U.S. Army like Panama jungle shit.
I'd probably get some like maybe like dark brown steel toe boots, just in case like
Yeah,
like snakes and shit probably weasel their way
yeah.
through.
Tops wise though, see the tops is where it gets a bit different because like, despite the fact that there's like overgrown like foliage and all that, there's still gonna be some building. So what I'm probably gonna do, I'm going to grab like some sort of like neutral like color, damn near. Um, yeah, I'm gonna grab like some sort of like neutral color like the Austrian like military jacket actually like gives like a good neutral color, like an olive green type thing. But what I'm gonna need to do is that I'm gonna need to like spray paint that shit, like some stripes on it maybe. So when I do get like some foliage, like it somewhat blends in, but not to the point where it's like when I'm not in foliage, it just sticks out.
Right.
Yeah, I'd have that, and I'd probably like deck my kit out with like some sort of like fringe and scrim and all that, just to give off the effect of like grass almost.
Yeah,
As I was,
I'd probably
what?
do like a mixture of like the just like regular scrim where it's like fucking grass, shrubbage, uh, leaves and all
Yeah,
that. But I also put
yeah,
in like some like trash, for example, like a trash pile,
yeah.
because
Oh
you
yeah,
are in the city.
that's a great fucking example actually, because like you could really use the fucking garbage there to be honest, because like that fucking that fucking like urban trash ghillie suit. It looks so stupid, but it looks like it would work so fucking well.
Yeah, especially if you find like a
Something,
garbage can and it's like still full and shit. Like no one's like
yeah,
mess with it. Just hide
yeah,
like in it or like wherever the fuck the pile is.
yeah.
Wait for a bad guy to come by and you just pop him.
Like, that's probably how you could use the pocket pussy. Just hook it onto your goddamn rucksack.
it's it's gonna have a little name on there like in memory of blank or whatever.
And hell yeah.
It's a it's memorabilia.
Okay, going back to the topic of your porn stash though, what would you have as like a you run out of like lube, and let's say that like dry rubbing, both of us we're not we can't do it, right?
Okay.
Real men, sure, but like we feel like yanking our shit off when we're fucking slick, you know? What would you use as like a substitute to lube?
I can't believe it's not butter.
You're using margarine
Yeah,
for
What?
I wouldn't
What?
even think to pack that, to be honest. Why would I need margarine?
I don't know. Flavor for food, you fuck.
There's this thing called
Or
pepper and fucking Cholula, my guy.
or lard, animal fat.
Oh my god. Okay. Actually, you know what? No, no.
Hey, you told me
Maybe
to
with
come
the
up with
fucking
something.
lard. You did. I did tell you to come up with something. I can't be judging you like
Because you
this.
can't find anything else that will be the same consistency unless it's baby oil. And we don't want to do
Yeah,
that, obvious reasons.
yeah. Fuck, I've done that, and it's not a fun time. But shit, I was about to. I was honestly like damn near about. I was thinking of like gun lube. I'm not gonna lie, but
A COP.
you've opened my
Dude,
eyes.
that shit would probably actually give you an infection.
That would
Unlike,
hurt. Yeah, that would hurt like pretty
unlike,
badly.
yeah, you'd be pissing blood.
But yeah, you know what? Maybe you're onto something with the lard because yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Maybe you're onto something.
Because, because you can like, what is it? What's that thing called? Fuck. It's not like curing it, but it's like,
Moisturizing it.
no, like how to clean lard. What's it called? Rendering.
Oh, you know
There
what?
you go. You
Oh,
can render the
rendering
you
it.
can render the lard. There you go.
Well, we are you still gonna render it like melt it? Okay.
Yeah, melt it, take out any bacteria and all that. There you go. You got oils. You got whatever else you want in there. You can use it for cooking, yanking,
Probably
cleaning
don't
your
use
gun
your
probably,
Yankee. Oh, actually, speaking of cleaning your John, I would
bacon
probably like.
grease.
I was honestly thinking of like some dish soap as like a
But
lube replacement.
then you're gonna use your drinking water to clean it.
Who said anything about cleaning it? Just leave the soap on, dog,
Then it's gonna get itchy.
or use your spit. All you
No.
use like a drop of fucking liquid, you know? How maybe a drop of water is not too big of like a fucking sacrifice either. Just just
Yeah,
fucking.
it's just gonna activate again when you try to clean it. You're just gonna be like, oh fuck, can't get off
You
because
just,
I
I
have
mean,
to
you can
use my
just wipe
water.
it off. You can just wipe it off, you know. But fuck. Well, I guess that kind of answers that though. I wouldn't say animal fucking lard, but I would say maybe margarine. But would most definitely go with the Dawn dish soap. Most definitely.
Okay, so you're rocking Dawn dish soap. I'm rocking lard.
Yes, very
Cool.
much.
All right.
So, something we got to take into consideration, what kind of plate carrier are we rocking with this, like brand wise? Because while I don't really spend much money with like the clothing and all that, because I don't really give that much of a fuck, and that's why I mainly go in military surplus. What I do give a fuck about is the firearms and the protective equipment. So you bet my PPE is most definitely gonna be like high end. So is carrier and AC and a fucking helmet. So what are you rocking like brand wise, like brand and model wise? What are you rocking for like your plate carrying? You know what, let's go with all protective gear. And taking
Timu.
consideration, by the way, you are a you're in college in this, so you don't have a lot of money.
Timu. I'm kidding. No.
I was about to say some shit. But go ahead.
Hey, I mean, technically, you get some plate carriers off Timu, but you're gonna have to buy the plates from somewhere else where it's trusted,
Yes,
right?
but the Timo shit, if you do like a low crawl, that's just gonna like bust a fucking hole, and now you're gonna have a fucking hole in your shit. You may as well like just tape the fucking plates to your vest. Some of that shit doesn't have any Kevlar either because like it's meant for airsoft.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a very painful fucking risk. It's gonna be very painful receiving it compared to like having something more high end.
Remember that those 511 plate carriers we bought?
Oh, you actually right?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
We I mean, obviously we returned them because fuck that.
Because we didn't have any guns at the time, but for some
No,
reason
it's
we had plate
just,
carriers.
we're
Yeah.
like, why do we we spent like what $600 on those?
No, it wasn't. Actually wasn't a lot. Like for who we like for what we made today, it wasn't a lot. It was like $120. But at that time, we weren't really didn't really have a good job at the time. We were being paid very low, so yeah, that seemed like it costed like almost like a fucking car, damn near. So we did return those because we don't because your brother brought up a good point. Plate carriers with no guns. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I'd probably rock that, but in like an olive,
Okay.
like an
Okay.
olive drab.
Yeah.
Uh, Obviously, I'd probably try to modify it to have like side plates. I don't remember what they look like, but
I do. They're like they have like that fucking net type. Hold on, I'm pretty sure they're in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. To be honest, give me a second. But keep on talking about your shit.
yeah, I mean, I would like if they didn't come with like side pouches, I'd probably modify them to have side plates in them, and then I'd
Uh huh.
have maybe shit. Since I'll probably have like fuck. Uh, since I'll be rocking the Glock PDW, I'd probably have that as my main weapon. So I'd have like maybe 3 or 4 mag pouches that hold maybe like 2 mags each for it in the front, and then another 2 on the side behind like an IFAC on the left side, and then
Yeah.
for uh, for the shotgun,
Mm,
probably have like a battle belt or maybe a bandolier
okay.
just for the shells, and obviously like
Um.
maybe a secondary IFAC pouch on the right side. So I'll have 2 IFAC pouches
Okay.
because my water source is going to be in my bag.
Remember though, you are alone in this, so if you did have an eye,
Yeah,
not be too,
that's what I'm going to do.
because like
What if I get shot twice?
IFACs, no one's gonna be helping you is the thing, though, right? So like you'd want an IFAC to like be somewhat accessible. So like I would put that bitch on the front to be honest, but I mean you maybe
Not
you're better off like reaching it from the side.
yeah,
Maybe it depends.
because if I'm, for example, Glock PDW right hand, and I'm reaching for like maybe a tourniquet, I could reach both sides with my left
Okay.
hand, right?
Okay.
Same goes with grabbing Glock, the extra Glock mags on the side as well,
Hmm.
because I could just pull those out, put one in, rack it, and then if I need to put like a tourniquet on, I'll just grab one out of my left side IFAC with my left hand, grab it, and
Hmm.
then wrap it up. Then I'll have a secondary IFAC in the right side, and I could always just reach over with my right hand. I mean my left hand, do the same thing if I need to.
Okay.
Obviously, the IFAC isn't gonna be like a traditional one. It's gonna have like morphine and shit in it.
Okay. Okay.
Morphine, bandages, sterile bandages, gauze, tourniquets. It's gonna have a lot of morphine,
Okay.
a lot of painkillers too.
You're gonna yeah, it's very important. Morphine. More important than a gun intern. Morphine.
Just fucking use fentanyl. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Stri-
He's doing his fent in the fucking battlefield. Jesus fucking Christ. They
Fent,
probably feel bad for you to be honest, and then stop shooting.
fent leaning in the
Yeah.
middle of an apocalypse. And then
Yeah.
somehow you run up and you're like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Or like,
I just feel bad for you. Like, damn, I hope he gets over what he's doing too.
I keep pulling my trigger on my Glock, and it's just click, click, click. No shooting because I already shot them off because of my first high.
Yeah.
I'm just like aiming at something and like shooting at it. I'm like, go, bow, bow.
Okay. I looked up what that vest was that we bought. They're called Tac Tech plate carriers by 511. They have like those fucking like I don't know how to fucking say it. Those like springy looking like cummerbunds on. I don't know. You look it up. Plate carrier wise, I've had my eyes on these for a while. I haven't bought one because I don't really have the fucking cash right now. Trying to focus on my fucking guns. It's called it's by Agilite, best fucking tactical gear maker in the market in my opinion. I just recently bought one of their 6 pack hanger. I don't like it as a hanger because it doesn't work with the plate carrier I already have. but it's a pretty sick fucking fanny pack. I'm not gonna lie. A field fanny pack? Fuck yeah, it's fucking great. But I'm looking at the K19 Plate Carrier 3.0. It's it's got one of those like fucking pullable tabs. It's not like the fucking thing. It's like that's in the center, like those Arby goddamn plate carriers where you just yank on and like tab in the fucking on the chest and it all falls apart. No, this one has like four individual ones, like fucking one for like the fucking one for each shoulder strap and one for each like side of your like of like the fucking cummerbund.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Um,
It's got the,
would definite what?
and it has like that little pouch on the front, on the top too, right?
Yeah, yeah,
It's pretty neat. That means you
yeah,
don't have to get a separate one then.
yeah. You have like your own like little fucking admin pouch on the chest, damn near. Um, something what I would put on is I would definitely prioritize like the mag and tourniquet count on this thing. So definitely around the body, a minimum of 9 mag. So that would be a 6 carrier on the stomach and probably on the left side nearest to the fucking far end of the 6 carrier would be a fucking like just a single like double stack fucking mag pouch
Mm,
for my AK. On the fucking shoulders though, would definitely go for the traditional old like tried and true rubber bands on like a fucking rubber bands on the tourniquet type thing around the shoulders on the shoulder straps.
yeah,
Would still have like a fucking IFAC. They'll probably be on the chest like right over that fucking built-in like admin pouch. Just like one of those rip away ones too.
mm-hmm.
Open that bitch real quick. Find my fucking fentanyl on that bitch. Um, there'd be that. Um, shit. Would have like a general purpose pouch on the right side. Probably the keep like some fucking NVGs or some shit on snacks maybe. But yeah, there would be probably two general purpose pouches. One to like keep generally like a just some like admin shit, like some fucking pen, some paper, a map, fucking my eye pro, extra ear pro, some spare gloves. The other one would just probably be straight up snacks and my laminated. Um, I would definitely have a dump pouch because I'm not gonna be doing that shit where I fucking shoot and then try to like dump it back into the mag carrier. I would let that dump pouch hang like probably somewhere in the just right. I would probably like have the mags like a little bit higher on the fucking stomach rather than a little lower, and put the dump pouch like just under a waist like yeah like a waist fucking level dump pouch, like just drop it in the center rather than like the side on my belt. And
Yeah,
on belts, I am not gonna be wearing a belt. Um, some experience kind of showed me that like that bitch like bounces a bit fucking too much for me to enjoy it, and I don't like those like fucking Velcro shit that you can just put over like the belt you're wearing on your pants. I'd rather keep the fanny pack over like my fucking top and just rock that. Maybe have like my I probably have to improve the shit out of it, but I would have like my fucking Glock somewhat on the strap. Yeah, I'd have to improve the fuck out of oh, out of the holster so it stays like on there, but I would have that on the strap that's holding up the fucking fanny pack. Fanny pack's gonna have the mag bit. And in the fanny pack comes with like an extra like tourniquet holder, so I could have one of those too. Keep another like extra one inside of there because I have 4 limbs.
yeah.
But yeah, that would be pretty much it. Like fucking protection wise, I don't think I'm gonna be wearing a helmet.
Nah,
You know
it's
what? Yeah, nah, nah.
Nah,
Probably
you.
just have a skull crusher for like fucking night ops and all that.
I feel like it'd be better to have no helmet because it'd probably be easier to conceal your silhouette that way because it's not some big old fucking thing on your head.
I mean, that's what scrim is for, but I would still not want it,
Yeah,
mainly because it's gonna be.
I'd
I
also
don't
want to
want
be
to
kind
have
of
it on.
light.
Yeah, actually, that too. I want to be comfortable during this apocalypse, and if I fucking die from a headshot, hey, I die from a headshot. Nice fucking shot, dude. Good luck. My laminated fucking nudes are inside of the
Uh,
second general purpose pouch on the fucking right. Congrats. Some ideal loot right there, dog.
yeah. Uh, so one more thing I'd add on to my kit would be a like little backpack thing,
Hmm.
like a mole thing that goes on the back. That's pretty much it. Just like keep whatever like small shit I need in there.
Yeah.
All right, but I also had a question for you.
Go ahead.
Ammo. How will we get it? And is there like factions or like groups of people we have to look out for in the city?
There's two factions: U.S. government and fucking standard, like standard rebels, standard civilians, and all that. Just
Okay,
regular civilians.
so the
So
people.
that's pretty much the only two factions. And obviously, we fall under like the civilian part. We're probably not one of those like sub factions of like violent ones that are like against the fucking government. We're just trying to survive.
Yeah, the survivors versus rebels versus anarchists versus like I don't know the cannibals maybe, and then you got like the government assume they're like veterans and maybe National Guard.
Yeah. Um,
So we would secure our ammo by looting or what
that's gonna be a
raiding
problem for
camps.
me. I wouldn't be raiding, to be honest. I would be setting like traps. So um I would be setting up traps. So this is where like it would be ideal to have like some fucking nudies and all that. I saw this movie called fucking Mos. Damn it, I have to look it up now. Is it Mosul? I want to get this right. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is. This movie called Mosul. At some point, they raid like a fucking insurgent camp, and one of the fucking like characters, he sees like a fucking pile of nudie mags on a table. He's like, holy shit. Well, that's obviously not what he said. He's just trying to like move it to like get to something else. But he picks up the box of nudie mag, the milk crate of nudie mags, and it's attached to like this fucking device this fucking sick ass IED that just blows the fuck up like terrifyingly. Just levels the entire. I would do something like that,
Mm.
but probably not something as advanced as that because I don't know.
So also another thing is there gonna be like factions that or is there gonna be like mobilized units like vehicles, motorcycles kind of thing?
Oh, most definitely, fucking
Okay,
fucking U.S. military is gonna be moving all around with like their Hummers and all.
okay. So if there's like any faction that uses motorcycles or like quad bikes or something like that, if I were to set up traps, I'd probably use like really thin wire, really thin, strong wire, pull it across the
Mhm.
street, and like whoever drives through,
You're gonna
just
piano wire these motherfuckers.
like decapitate them, kind of thing.
Yeah, I know the
Like
fucking Japanese technique.
and then fucking ambush them. So
Yeah,
whenever like the first guy gets through, first or second guy gets through, and like their heads are getting fucking ripped off, I'd be behind them, ambush them, and then finish off whoever is there, and then take all the shit I
yeah.
made and skedaddle.
So for me, I'm gonna stick with my fucking plan with the nudie mags, but I don't know how to make an IED. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. But um, laminated
For
nudes, some
legal
nudie mags.
reasons, we don't know how to make one.
Yeah, we don't know how to make. Anyway, leave them on the table. Wait for someone to come in. I want this to be like some sort of like enclosed area, so I'm gonna try my best to like replicate like habitation going on in here. That means I'm gonna like probably start a fire inside of this place, like a little like fire
Like
show, like, oh
a decoy camp.
yeah, yeah. Someone's in here. They go in, they see the nudie mags, like, oh shit, okay. Tension goes there. Either that, like, their attention either goes there or like to something else that I set up in there. Maybe some food, maybe my own plate carrier. Just something to grab their interest and like deter them away from like my little hiding spot. And this is where that matic, that fucking like tiny pickaxe comes into fucking play. I can dig something and like somewhat conceal myself with like rubble and all that and furniture,
Mm.
but still have like enough of a spot, like make a little rat's nest, you know?
Yeah, like your Viet Cong
Yeah. Now their hands
hiding
are on this trigger.
hiding in the fucking walls and shit, just
The
skittering
walls are
around like a
speaking
rat.
Vietnamese. Yeah. But yeah,
They're in the
their hands are on the
walls.
trigger. They're the goddamn walls. Their hands are off the trigger. They're all inside. No one's really pulling security. Maybe someone's pulling security. Maybe they're mainly paying attention to the outside. Who
Maybe
knows?
they're also like securing, like seeing if anybody's in there before they start doing what they need to do.
Yeah,
Obviously, they're
but
like,
their
oh
guard is
shit,
down.
yeah. If they find
I act when
nobody's
my
there.
yeah, my I act when my guard when their guard is down. I stick my fucking AK out there, put it on full auto, just let it fucking rip. Just do that shit. Hopefully, I don't destroy any of my
No,
goddamn my fucking laminated nude. That would make me very upset. But
that's
that's
why.
why I keep my Sabrina Carpenter on my buttstock. So yeah. So here's the problem though. You might find it a little bit easier. I might not find my ammo a little bit easier because what are you running again? You're running 9 mil and 12 gauge, right?
Yeah, 9 mil 12.
So you'd probably find those most likely with like fucking the civilians and all that. I might find it with the civilians, but the civilians I'm looking for are probably going to be more heavily armed. 10 mil and 7.62 by 3. That
Yeah.
means those guys are also going to have AKs and 10 mil pistols. It's going to be a pretty big fucking bloodbath. Uh, hopefully I don't run into a dude with a fucking hood rat with a Drake.
To
But
fucking 100 round a drum mag just dumping on your
yeah,
ass through the walls. You're like, fuck, fuck, fuck.
fuck.
I didn't
By
make an
the
escape route.
way,
I'm
yeah,
stuck.
I'm welded in this bitch. Holy shit. But yeah, that's it will be kind of a problem for me looking for 7.62. Honestly, that's all I'm paying attention to for mainly 7.62 by 3.9.
Yeah.
So on this AK, going back to the build, I would probably need something like from a further distance. Something to use from a further distance. This is probably where that fucking flashlight flash hider comes into play because I don't want seeing where I am. I wouldn't be as close quarters with this. I would want to pick him up distance so they don't get a gauge on where the fuck I am. So I would also probably that means I would also modular more ideal mag that I can like go prone with so I can use that scope. So probably like a fucking 10 round mag for my AK. But yeah, gonna be a bit of a problem, not gonna lie, looking for my own personal mags, but that's besides the point. Chat GPT question here. Hold something up for us because I'm running out of questions, not gonna lie. Um, if you're forced to evacuate and can only take one piece of tactical gear and one piece of quote unquote tactical entertainment from your stash, what are you grabbing? Are you prioritizing firepower over watch? Be honest. Are you leaving behind plate carrier for the
Oh, you keep
90s VHS
you keep
or that
you keep
fucking
breaking up. It's like
okay, my bad.
skipping kind of thing.
Can you hear me now at all?
Yeah, just
Okay.
reread that again.
Again. So, chat GPT question, right? If you're forced to evacuate and can only take one piece of tactical gear and one piece of quote unquote tactical entertainment, what are you grabbing?
All right, let's start off with
That
that.
means you're like you're losing everything, by the way.
Yeah,
Like no plate carrier, no nothing.
yeah. So what I'd grab is probably my Glock PDW and a few mags, shove them in my pockets, whatever, and then
Okay.
tactical entertainment.
Yes.
Hmm. Probably whatever favorite picture I have that I always go back to. Old reliable, as you would call
All
it.
reliable. Yeah.
Yep. The reason is because like if everyone's forced to evacuate at this point, right? or
Mm,
or like I'm just forced to evacuate. I want to be able to protect myself while I'm leaving because if they're like, for example, if the evacuation thing is like a nuke, obviously no one's gonna survive that. But if we do survive it, people
mm,
are gonna be freaking the fuck out, and if they start shooting each other, or whatever, or if I'm being ran out by the a local militia or like whatever it is, I want to be able
mm.
to find my escape plan. Kill whoever's in my way, leave.
Okay.
Because
So
if I just brought my plate carrier, I'm pretty much screwed because I have nothing to defend myself with.
yeah, yeah. Okay. So for me, right? This is where the Kyber Pass taped on fucking Polaroid picture of Sabrina Carpenter helps out a lot. If I grab my AK and there's like three, four goddamn Polaroids of Sabrina Carpenter taped AK with the Kyber tape, which is pretty much over something, basically like a waterproof seal almost. Dude, I'm good. Like I don't have to pick up a fucking book. I can pick up something else.
I still can't believe you
I
like
got
Sabrina
all that I
Carpenter.
need right there. That's my old reliable right there on that fucking. All I need is my AK. Maybe grab like a couple of mags, shove it in my fucking cargo pocket.
I still
Grab
can't.
my fucking Matic, my trusty fucking Viet Cong Matic, and then just book it and just keep on living the same shit that I do.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I still can't believe
that's
you like
why,
Sabrina Carpenter though. That I don't
dude.
know.
She's genuinely fucking hot. Like
Nah,
maybe I only saw like one episode of Boy Meets World, but god damn that woman. Anyway,
nah, overrated.
yeah. Oh yeah.
No, nope.
Oh yeah. I like my blonde. I like white women. I like white women.
Yeah, I
But
know.
anyway, um, okay. Yeah. I got
Well,
my fucking my morale boosted fucking butt stocked AK with me, chambered by 762 by 39. Got like three, four full mag. My traumatic. I can just keep on playing that fucking the walls are speaking Vietnamese tactic and just spray and pray into a room of people who don't know any better.
yeah, because if nobody like ever gets out to tell the tale about the
About the
the
walls that
the
shoot at you,
wall
yeah.
the wall rat, then yeah.
Yeah. Nobody gonna fucking know. And I can
So,
just keep on living off of their shit.
uh, I came up with a question.
Go ahead.
What if we ran into each other? What would be the conflict resolution?
Conflict resolution, is that what you said?
Conflict or salute? Well, yeah, I guess so. Like, what would happen? Like, let's assume me and you are like both like legendary like solo. Uh,
The wall rat and the fucking where the fuck you are.
yeah, the like just like lone wolves. Like
Mm,
everybody heard about us. We're
yeah,
always at like local traders and all that, but we've never seen each other. We've never
yeah.
met. How would that go down if we did meet?
Well, you'd probably be able to know that it's fucking me because I have the fucking Sabrina Carpenter shit on my fucking buttstock of my AK.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, I'd
tweaked
probably
out.
be able to know. I'd be able to know it's you because you have nothing but close quarter weapons. So this would be interesting mainly because like it is a pretty like intense fucking scene because like we don't know anything about each other. We just saw each other and we probably know that we would probably kill each other within an instant depending on. But
The
right now,
ooh ooh
oh,
I know our little code names that people give us. The
but
ghost and the gorilla.
who's the gorilla?
You
Is it me?
obviously, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You fucking hiding in walls and shit.
Yeah,
They're in the
but
walls.
they're not walls.
She's in the goddamn walls.
It's speaking Vietnamese anyway. Um, so what's the situation here? Do we like just get in? Is there like a firefight going on? And we just like we're the only two left, or
No,
what?
no, no firefight. We just somehow run into each other. Like pretty cliche, but like in the middle of like a really big, like a big street in the middle of the city, like downtown area. We see each other.
Okay, so
It's an intense
would you
standoff
say
of
that
just
we
we're pointing weapons at each other. We're just It's a standoff. We're not shooting yet. We're seeing what the other one does.
Okay. Well, you would obviously like not think shit on fucking Sabrina Carpenter because obviously you think she's over. You wouldn't probably want to pay attention to my butt
No,
stuff.
I'm analyzing the threat before me and whether or not you're worth taking out or not.
Mm.
That's how I would be thinking. Like, it's like, is he gonna make the first move, or am I gonna make the first move, or are we just gonna stand here for a while, figure out what's gonna happen?
Do we know that we're fucking degenerates? Is that like famously known right now that we collect like fucking
Yeah,
porn and all that?
yeah. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah,
Okay.
we're connoisseurs.
What I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna I'm gonna keep my weapon pointed at you. Take my fucking hand off the trigger hand just to show you like, okay, I'm not the fucking trigger anymore, but I still have my gun pointed. I'm gonna reach for my neck. Around my neck is a USB with 100 gigs of porn. Yeah. My
that,
friendly,
that
I have motherload.
no, you don't say
No
anything.
shoot.
That no, you say you don't. We don't say anything to each other, but everyone knows what's on that flash drive, right? Let's assume everyone knows because you told everyone because you're like you're you're addicted.
We both are.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so what I would
Well,
do,
they would
uh,
probably know then is that I'm looking for
the
a computer.
legend,
So just showing you that,
yeah,
just showing you that means that hey, I need help.
the legendary thumb drive. So what
Yeah.
I do, I'd lower my weapon,
Uh,
set my bag down, but I'm still making eye contact with you just in case you pull any shit, you know.
well, there's no
I
walls, so you can rest easy.
uh, who's that who's that famous pinup girl you really like? The original pinup girl.
I only have a book cover. I wouldn't say like I'm fucking.
Yeah, no,
I
no, no.
really
Hold on.
like her.
No, just listen. Hold on.
I don't
Mm,
even remember actually. Fuck. That was such a long time ago.
uh, Betty Page.
Yeah, there we go. Betty Page.
So what I do is I pull out a Playboy mag of Betty Page, and you recognize it. Maybe we're like 10 feet from each other, so we can see, right?
Hmm.
So you see it, right? See,
Hmm.
uncultured.
Yeah.
Both degenerate
Obviously.
scum of the wasteland.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
In an intense standoff. Maybe there's like some like onlookers from like parties where like people scavenging in buildings and shit. They're just watching two
they're,
legends
they're, they're
having a
terrified as
standoff.
fuck.
They're like, "Fuck, dude." It's like we don't need two of them, but if they both kill each other, then we're all good to go, right?
Yeah.
But I think we come to a friendly conclusion.
Yeah.
Not not that we make our own like little group, me and you make it being like a little
Yeah.
posse together. We don't
Okay.
necessarily go our separate ways either.
But we do make somewhat of a team up because we have to find a fucking functioning computer.
That's our whole goal is to find
Yeah.
working internet. And we can't
Yeah.
leave the city because it's barricaded by National Guard and all that. So we
Yeah.
can't get out.
Obviously.
We'll
Obviously.
get fucked up
So we have the goal here is to restore electricity, find a functioning computer, somehow make internet work, and yeah,
and have a
make use
legendary
of the
yank
thumb drive.
sesh. Yes,
Yes,
that is
absolutely, yeah.
our common goal. And since we never
Hmm.
ran into each other, I would say secretly in my own head that was my goal to find you and to help you,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Because we both need this. We need this.
And my goal was to keep the hard drive safe until I could find like the fucking computer, the
Yeah,
great computer.
the great computer. So
Uh,
as we like fight along each other, we're both like utilizing each other's guerrilla tactics.
hmm.
Me chopping people's heads off with a fucking fishing line when they're driving by. Then
Yeah,
you placing like I don't know, like fucking punchy sticks somewhere,
yeah, yeah.
hiding in a wall somewhere underground in a sewage pipe. I don't know,
Hmm.
but yes, it is a team up, but not necessarily a team. Sometimes we work together, most times we don't. But we always
Hmm.
meet back at the same spot,
Yeah, there's always a rendezvous point that we go back to.
right? Figure out if there's any information. And
Mhm.
then that is the story of Slug and Doug.
In the apocalypse, the two degenerates with the legendary 100 gig of porn.
100 gigs
By the
of
way,
porn.
this is 100 gigs of porn because there's like fucking like goddamn, I'd say like two movies for like each fucking genre damn near. We gotta keep it safe.
Yeah, I
But
always
yeah,
gotta have all of it.
yeah. But anyway, that just about wraps it up for episode one of the Breach and Blow show. I hope you enjoyed it. It's our first time recording this shit. It was fun as fuck. Kind of started a bit late, but that's fine. Kind of had
Def-
to like improvise a bunch of questions there too. I gotta improve on this fucking script a little bit more. We kind of ran through it quick, but yeah,
but yeah, that is fine. That is fine.
yeah.
Humble beginnings. But
Humble beginnings.
check us out, Dumb and Armed, or the best you know it, The Great, The Blow, correction, the Breach and Blow show. Sorry,
Yep, the Breach and
three.
Blow show.
Sorry, I'm 3 beers deep right now.
Oh dear God. All right. Well, that concludes it. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tactical, stay goony, and stay fucking lubricated.
Stay lubed
Goodbye.
up.
Yep.